Hello and welcome to the Feminine Millionaire Show. I'm your host, Alexandre. I'm a success coach, healer, creative, and future millionaire. If creating money and success in a spiritual and feminine way is your goal, this show is for you. Understand how to overcome your past, bring your soul's greatest gifts to the world, and up-level your income, impact, joy, and happiness. Join me on my journey to creating a 7-figure business and learn the business mindset, spiritual, and lifestyle changes I make along the way. Let's all rise together. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Feminine Millionaire Show. I'm excited to be here with you again, talking about a topic that is really close to my heart: how to become a financially empowered woman. This is at the heart of everything I do, of my programs, my mission, my philosophy, and my personal journey. And I'm excited to share with you 3 key ways that you can embody and become a more financially empowered woman. But before I dive in, I just want to say thank you to those of you that shared on Instagram how much you loved last week's episode, how to boldly manifest your dream home. First up, thank you so much, Essential Living. She says, I loved this episode, Polly. Home is so special to my heart, and there's nothing quite like the thrill of making magic happen. Yes, you are so right. And World at Heart Kenya said, I love following these stories with all the practical tips, but also the fabulous outcomes. It's very inspirational on the podcast. Thanks for sharing and looking forward to more episodes. Thank you so much for your feedback. Making a podcast can be a very one-way relationship, and so it really means a lot when you let me know that you're enjoying it through your reviews, which you can leave on iTunes, and through your comments and DMs on social media, especially on Instagram. Before I go any further, I just want to say I'm hosting something really special next week. So several times a year, I host a very special masterclass that combines business and energy and mindset. And I really dive into my journey of how I created a multi-6-figure coaching and healing business and how you can scale or start your own business. So this is happening next week. It's all about how you become the woman that has it all. How you grow a successful business without burning out or sacrificing your freedom. And I'll be diving into what the mindset is for inner and outer success. You'll be learning the practical magic you can create in your life and business. It's a 90-minute live training and it's free. And you can register with the link in the show notes. Okay, so let's dive into today's topic. So the financial empowerment of women is so important to me. It's at the heart of the work I do, and also my own journey. Growing up, I witnessed my mother being financially disempowered without her own income in a relationship that she openly shared restricted her, that she felt controlled by. I witnessed her lack of freedom as a woman growing up and raising a family. And I see now in many areas of the world, including in the Western world, the positions that women can be in when they are financially disempowered, when they do not have access to their own income, their own means of generating money, or a substantial enough income to be fully independent. According to the Oxford Dictionary, empowerment means the act of giving someone control over their own life and situation. And when women have control over their own life and situation, they can make decisions that are in the highest good of themselves and their children. They can make decisions that are in alignment with who they really are. They can make decisions based on their desires, the truth of who they are and what they're here to do in the world. They can take responsibility for their own security and safety and joy and pleasure and fulfillment. And when you're financially empowered as a woman, it gives you freedom in the choice of relationship you choose. You can choose a partner for compatibility, for love, for joy, instead of for financial security. So today I'm going to quickly dive into 3 key areas that you can focus on to become more financially empowered. The first one, and those of you that have been following me for a while will know this, it's to work on your money mindset. So that's your beliefs, thoughts and feelings about money. So if we want to become financially empowered, we have to start to have a dialogue with money. We can no longer ignore it, dismiss it, leave it to the husband or the partner or the parents. We can no longer deny it that it's important. Money is the energy currency that we move through life with in the time we live in now. You cannot ignore money. Quite often spiritual people dismiss money and say it's not important to me, it's not about the money. And there may be aspects of truth to those statements, but ultimately money is a form of energy that can be harnessed, that can be focused to do amazing things in the world, to buy opportunities, to invest in support, to invest in growth, to make a difference in the world. It's a powerful, powerful energy. And part of my mission is to get more money into the hands of women who can make an impact on the world, who can start to show the world a different way of being. So in order to become a financially empowered woman, you will need to clear your family patterns and energy around money. You're going to need to clear whatever you were given that is not supporting you. Okay, this is one of the core things we do in Money Beautifully, my program for clearing your money blocks. You've got to go back, discover what's running, and let go of the things that don't serve you. Let go of other people's ideas about money and about what's possible. You're going to need to move into a state where you can truly believe that more money is good, because so often we're programmed to believe that wanting or acquiring more money is selfish, greedy, focused on the wrong thing, or even dangerous, unsafe. Could lead to isolation or judgment from others. So there can be so much unconscious programming that keeps us in just enough or not enough, because it's perceived by the subconscious mind to be safer to be poor, safer to have a humble or small amount of money. And then there's aspects of money mindset that are really key that you need to work on. And these are the pieces that we do in Money Beautifully. Things like self-worth. I talked about that a few episodes ago on the podcast. Visibility, the fear of judgment and safety. There are deep paradigm shifts, energetic and belief system shifts you can make connected to money, that when you shift them, it frees you up to receive and make a lot more without guilt, without self-judgment, without fear. Because as long as we have those pieces in place, it's going to be difficult to make and receive more money, because it's perceived as a threat to the subconscious mind. And then the last piece is that you need to be willing to be seen and heard in the world. So money needs to find you. And one of the reasons that women have trouble making money earlier in their business journeys is that they're not seen and heard in the world. Their voice is not out there. People can't find them, and money needs to be able to find you to come to you, right? But for thousands of years, we've been suppressed and repressed as women. Our intuitive, our spiritual gifts, our creative gifts have been rejected, even punished. And so there can be a deep collective unconscious fear around being seen in the world as a powerful woman, as a wise woman. So when we're working on our money mindset, we're going to be healing collectively on the mindset of all women, on the female collective. We're also going to be healing our personal journey of what our mother, our grandmother experienced, what our father's line experienced around money. And then we're going to be healing on pieces in our own lifetime. For example, if you've been through divorce and lost money, or you've been in a relationship where you were controlled because of money, or you felt financially disempowered, or you've been in debt, these pieces are going to need to be healed as well. Okay, so the second thing you'll need to do, we've talked a lot about releasing and letting go. To become financially empowered, you'll want to actively co-create your new money reality. What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, it's one thing to let go of all of the old programming and conditioning, but you've got to put something in its place, right? So you need to start thinking positively about money. You need to start having fun with money. One of my favorite tasks to give people is to take an amount of money that's a little bit of a stretch for you right now, depending on your personal situation. It could be a major stretch, but make sure it's a bit of a stretch and go out and just have fun with that. It could be £10, £50, £100, £1,000. Go out and just purely use it to do something that brings you joy. Not something sensible, not something that you're investing in, but starting to see money as an energy that you can play with, that you can have fun with. You'll also want to educate yourself around making money, budgeting, saving, and investing money. Now, because of the education system, none of us are given education in school about these things, and many of us didn't receive it from our families. You're going to want to learn how to do it, what the options are, what the different techniques are. And when we have money shame or money drama, we can avoid the topic of money. But all that does is keep us disempowered. So study it, get intimate with it, and track it. So when you consciously manage your money and get more intimate with it and start to look at your numbers, it starts to demystify it. It starts to take some of that fear away. And this may be a slow process depending where you're at. One of the most powerful things for me was to shift to values-aligned spending. What does that mean? Values-aligned spending. Well, quite simply, it means spending in alignment with what I value. So when I started doing this, and it was a process I did over time, probably took 6 to 12 months to shift how I was spending, I really tune in at the end of the month. I list out my spending by different categories. For example, like well-being, socializing, wardrobe, beauty. And then I look in those categories at what I spent the money on, and then I feel in my body, how did that feel? Does it contract? Does it expand? Does it feel exciting? And then I started shifting my money accordingly. And I started shifting it away, for example, from spending money on eating out at restaurants, because that just didn't feel so good all the time. And I started shifting it towards, in my case, more on well-being. And that felt really expansive and supportive and nurturing for me. So over time, I started shifting my categories of spending towards the things I most valued, and reducing spending in categories where I was just spending because of either peer pressure, social pressure, or because I wasn't really thinking about it. And this helped me feel a lot more abundant and wealthy because I was spending in alignment with my values. Now, money needs to flow. So remember, you are supposed to spend money, not hoard it. There's a difference between saving and investing and hoarding. Having worked with the topic of money mindset for many years now, I have observed when people hoard it, when they're afraid to let go because of the fear that it won't come in again, when they're afraid to invest it in things that will improve their life or expand their life because they're worried that the money won't come back in. Money is a flow, and it needs to go out as well as come in. And when you spend it, you send a signal to the universe, I have faith that more's on its way. I'm willing to let go of this. I'm willing to give it away, spend it, because I know more money is coming to me. So part of co-creating your new money reality is watching out for emotional spending as well. This was one of my old patterns that needed to heal. And this is a process. Again, it takes time. So be gentle and compassionate with yourself. I found that I would spend online on things to make me feel good. I would spend when I was celebrating, and I would spend when I was sad or low. I would spend when I wanted to feel good. So just being really aware of when you're emotional spending. And then remember, the universe is your source, not your clients. So in this new money reality, it's not about chasing clients or getting annoyed with clients that don't say yes. It's having faith in the bigger universe as your source. So when we are co-creating our new money reality, it's about working with the universe, in partnership with the universe. And it's about being conscious around money versus avoiding money, letting it be a man's job, or giving your financial power away to your family or partner. Okay, so let's dive into number 3. I truly believe that the path to becoming a financially empowered woman is to create and scale a business that's in alignment with your gifts. So the entrepreneurs in the world, these are the people I am here to help. It's possible to create a business that's fun and enjoyable. It's possible to create a business that fits your lifestyle goals. How much you want to work, when you want to work, where in the world you want to work from. Remember that your gifts give value to others, and that's at the heart of the business you create. There are no limits on what you can create when you're an entrepreneur, and this can be so exciting. Just this week, I had a super exciting message from one of the clients in my Thrive Beautifully mastermind. She's 27 years old, and she shared with me she's just hit a €50,000 month. That's about $56,000. She's been in my mastermind for 3 months, and she's more than doubled on this launch for her online course as a result of the strategy I advised and the mindset and energy work that I supported her with. So that's the kind of miracles that are possible when you're an entrepreneur. Last year, I saw one of our Thrive Beautifully members go from €300 a month when she started with me up to a €10,000 month in just 6 months. So when I talk about being a financially empowered woman, these are the kind of miracles that are possible when you focus on your own business and you focus on sharing your gifts and vision with the world. It can be truly miraculous like this. So it's time to stop giving your power away to others, to your employer, and start to take it back and channel it in a business that's here to help others. Business is a personal development journey. It's endless learning, growing. There's so much variety. It's going to change who you are as a woman when you commit to starting and scaling a business. So much empowerment comes when you overcome things. When you overcome what you thought was possible, when you overcome your limiting ideas about what you're capable of. And personal empowerment translates into financial empowerment every single time. Okay, so a core part of becoming a financially empowered woman is to work on your own personal and inner empowerment. So I hope today's episode has given you some nuggets of truth, something to reflect on. The 3 steps: work on your money mindset, actively co-create your new money reality, and create and scale a business that's in alignment with your gifts. If you would like to dive more into this conversation with me, I invite you to sign up for this masterclass. I'll be diving into how do you become the woman that has it all? How do you grow a successful business without burning out or sacrificing your freedom? What should you be focusing on? How should you be showing up? What's the mindset of inner and outer success? You'll be learning the practical magic you can create in your life and business. It's a powerful 90-minute free live training. I only do these several times a year. The last one was in the summer. So make sure that you register with the link in the show notes. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I send you so much love and abundance. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I love being here with you this week. I can't believe it's almost been a year. One of my personal commitments to myself was to learn consistency. You might be laughing along with me there. It's something I'm seeking to improve in my life, and the podcast has held me accountable to being consistent. We have done an episode every single week since I launched in February, apart from 1 week when I was on holiday. I'm super proud of this. I'm loving being here with you, and long may it continue. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here for the journey, because as we all shift our mindsets, as we all shift our beliefs about the world, we are moving women forward in our own individual ways. So no matter where you are or what you do in the world, just by evolving how you're thinking, how you're showing up for yourself and others, you are becoming an inspiration in the world. So I just want to say thank you for being you, and I send you so much love and abundance this week. Bye for now.